Hi, I'm Laura Bellotta, guest host on Living 365 TV today. It's time to stop waiting and start living 365.
I'm Leslie Edwards, guest host on Living 365 TV today. It is time to stop waiting and start living 365.
Start living 365. Welcome to Living 365 today. I am your host, Priya Ali, and I want you to stop waiting and start living 365. This show is designed to bring you real experts with real tools for real people like you who are ready to stop waiting and start living every day of your life. Today we're focusing on dating again. I know I've been out dating. I'm sure lots of you are out there dating, and it's can be a challenging time that I've noticed with some of my clients. So I've brought in some experts to help us with that. Welcome, Leslie Edwards,
Hi.
Dating and relationship expert and Voice Your Inner Truth coach. Welcome, Leslie.
Thank you. It's awesome to be here.
I'm so glad to have you, as well as Laura Bellotta.
Hello.
She's here from Single in the City. Laura Bellotta is here. She's also a dating coach, a matchmaker, and co-founder of successful online dating website, Single in the City. Welcome, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
So good to have you both. Now, ladies, what I wanted to talk to you about is in my coaching practice, when I see women coming in for dating, it seems like such a harrowing process. Like they're so stressed out about it, and it's so much anxiety, and there's rules and there's games being played, and what I want to do today is to put the fun back into dating and to put the excitement back into dating. Because in my opinion, you guys can tell me what you think, but in my opinion, it's like, shouldn't this be a happy time? Shouldn't this be fun? But it's like we're on this search. Where is he? Where is she? Where is that person? Let's get them, and let me just find them and hook them and get them in, and don't do this and don't do that. So help me out here. Help the viewers out. What's going on in the dating world? What do you guys think about this? And, let me know.
Well, can I start?
Yeah, start.
Well, I think that a lot of times people start dating again when they're not ready to date.
Okay.
And I think that's where that anxiety comes from, and that rush to, oh my gosh, I got to go find him or her or whoever it is, right? I think what you need to do is really take a step back, and especially if you've just gotten out of a relationship, and just know that it's okay to be alone for a while and figure out who you are as a person before you get out there and trying to meet someone, because you attract who you are. So you have to look at yourself and say, would I date me?
Yeah.
Right? And if not, then you need to work on yourself and be that person that other people will want to date. So instead of rushing out and going, where is he, where is he, where is he, really take a step back, look at who you are, where you are in your life, and work on yourself. Work on things that make you happy and will make you happy. And that person is the law of attraction. That person eventually will start coming around.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I met you through your company, Single in the City.
I've
been at your events. They're very fun, by the way. And I really like that what I like about the event is that there's little mixers and things like that. There's little things that happen that kind of take the edge off.
Right.
So you're not necessarily stuck trying to meet someone right away if that's not for you.
Right.
And it kind of gives you that, okay, this is just a group of people that are chit-chatting and stuff like that. So it takes the edge off, I find.
Yeah, and even with some of my events, I've been doing this for 13 years, and it's funny because you have people coming to the door, and it's so frustrating for us because they're like peeking in and go, who's there? Like, is it okay? Like, is it okay if I go in? Am I a loser? Like, what's wrong with me? Like, is it okay? And it's just kind of like, just go in and have fun and stop worrying so much about who's there and what's going to be in there. And if the man of your dreams is in there, you have to go out wherever you go with the intention of possibly meeting someone, but having fun along the way. Don't go out and go, oh my God, I got to meet him tonight. I got to meet him. And if I don't, that's it. I'm going to be in a pissed off mood. Some people do that.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen.
You do.
Oh,
You
totally.
do it.
No,
Or
you
you
did
know.
it. Yeah.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Don't, you know what? Just live life. You're here on this planet to live. So live every day to live. Don't live every day to get there. You know,
Yeah.
and I had to learn that too.
Yeah.
And I came from a place where I always felt like I had this anxiety, like I had to be somewhere at a certain time and by this time, and
Oh, yeah.
putting all these restrictions.
The
and
good old
these rules.
timeline, right?
Right,
Did
these
you have a
timelines.
timeline? I had the timeline.
It was just like sometime in the past. It was always like too late.
exactly.
It should have already
oh,
happened.
shoot, I
Right.
passed the timeline again. It's like, no,
Yeah.
it's like best before and it's expired, right?
Yeah, I had tons of expectations. It was like every time I was going out, it was like, tonight is the night. Where is he?
Yeah. And you know what? You
Completely.
never meet anybody when that's the case because your expectations are so high.
Yeah.
So just, you know, take a deep breath and chill out and
Yeah.
just go out as much as you can. Go out to join new groups, meet up groups, go to dating parties. Like, and people go, well, what kind of people go to these parties? People like you and I. When people
Yeah.
ask me down on the phone,
Totally.
what kind of people go? Like people like you and I.
How do you even describe that?
Gotta,
Though? How would you
like-
describe, like, what kind of people go to these things? What are they expecting to hear?
I don't know. They want us
The
to
best
say
of the best.
Yeah, cream of the crop, like,
Yeah, they want us to say that they're all highly successful people, you know, that are professionals, and yeah, you're gonna get some of those, but you're gonna get some of everything. Just like when you go to a bar at night, like how many people do you walk out of there and go, oh my god, like I was like floored by all the people in there, like tonight, right?
Yeah.
It had never happened. So just lower your expectations, go out and have fun.
Yeah, I think I always had an intention for having fun. Like, I really
Yeah.
wanted it to be fun. You would meet someone who loved dating, and you're just like, oh, I wish I could be like her. But it was just so not that way for me. I thought it was awful and frustrating, and I hated it all the way through. Because every time I had expectations for, like, well, is it going to be today? What about now?
Yeah.
What about this hour?
Exactly.
And yeah, it was always awful and frustrating for me until
Really?
I really got that.
I loved it.
See, you got to be one of those people, which is probably why you're a pioneer of like awesome events for people to come and have fun.
love
I like having fun, but I just found it so hard to actually get over. Because the reality is, if you're out in the dating world, every relationship, likely, you know, like close to 95% of the relationships you've had have not turned out the way you wanted
Right.
them to.
Yeah.
So it's like this feeling of, when am I going to figure it out?
yeah.
So it's not a fun place to be, especially when you've been super successful in all the other areas of your life. And you're like, I got that, I got this, I got that figured out. But it's like this thing that's actually one of the most important things to me, which is where the expectations go up too. It's like, why the heck can't I figure this out?
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally get the side of frustration
And that's really interesting to me. You like dating and decided to go in and create all these great mixers and things like that. You had not such a good experience and went, you know what, I'm going to help other people with this because I already know how hard it was.
Totally.
So it's
Yeah.
really interesting to see from my perspective where it unfolds for each of you and how it comes to be. But one of the things I noticed was just last night I was speaking to a woman and she was supposed to go, she met a guy at a wedding. And he invited her out to California. She's from here.
Wow.
And he got sick. So he planned a 4-day date, sent her ticket, and he got sick yesterday. She's supposed to leave Friday. She's devastated, right?
Aw.
And so first
Like
thing
the
I
whole
get
thing's off?
the whole thing's
would
off. It
be,
got canceled.
though.
No, I get it, right? So my first thing is, oh no, is he okay? And she's like, yeah, he's gonna be fine. What about me? And I'm like, first of all, it's so interesting to me, the mindset of this whole thing, right? So she's upset because she's disappointed. And then she goes, I knew it was too good to be true. And it's like, but
It's not getting rebooked though.
well, this is the whole thing. So she hasn't even gotten to that point. And this is what I want to talk to you because this is
Yeah.
the process I see in women's minds, or men for that matter
Right.
too. But so they go to this whole thing where, yeah, well, I knew it was too good to be true. Like, that's totally over now. And you know what? It's not going to work out. Like, he lives there and I live here, and how's that going to happen? And I get that all the time. Or, you know, I really like this guy, but I'm trying to maybe go out for a coffee with him. And then, you know, but what's going to happen, like, when we start going out and then once we break up and then it's going to be a total mess? And I'm thinking, you haven't even had the date yet, but yet you've already gotten to the point where you've gone out. It's a total disaster. It's ruined after 6 months. You hate each other now, and now we're at the breakup, and we haven't even had the date yet. But this is what I find a lot of people are doing, and I'm like, please help us, help them.
Yeah. Well, if you're actually going in with the because here's the thing. We know that the past informs how things go, because especially when it comes to dating and relationships, we see these patterns over and over again.
Right. Yeah.
So that's actually the thing to get proactive about, is like, okay, what's that thought that's like persistently running the show when it comes to either thinking about going on a date or analyzing and assessing the date. The best rule, and I'm so not a rules person, but this I love.
Thank you.
The best rule I've ever heard about dating is no decisions for 24 hours. Don't make any decisions about how it's going when you're on the date or for 24 hours after. Just let yourself.
It's kind of hard sometimes.
Of course, but the thing that I find, especially with women, men do this too, but I was super guilty of this, and I find this with a lot of the women that I work with, especially because a lot of the women I work with are divorced, getting back into the dating scene, and they're like, I don't even know what the heck has happened in the past 5, 10, 20 years in the dating scene. It's totally different.
Yeah.
But we do this whole thing of like, okay, so they're attractive, but I don't know if I could see myself kissing them.
Right.
And then it's like the second date, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I would sleep with this person, or is this person really marriage material? Like, we do this crazy fast forward thing, so that we just
men do it too, though.
They do.
Men do it too. I had this guy that I was coaching as well, and I was asking him questions, and he was asking people about marriage, like on the first date. And I'm thinking, you're asking them if they're going to be interested in getting married on the first date. Like, maybe not to him, but just that question shouldn't even come up.
I know.
The first date should just be about,
just seeing how you. I went on a first date, and the guy was like, maybe we could go away sometime. Like, we haven't even had dessert yet. Yeah. Maybe we could get through the main course before we start booking trips.
And these are little things that people are doing wrong that's not getting them the second date. So going into the first date, you just need to chill out, and don't have any high expectations, and don't ask anything overly personal, and don't expect too much from somebody. You're just trying to get to know them, and they're trying to get to know you as well.
Yeah, and I think because, and I have to just jump in because I'm law of attraction big time. I teach law of attraction.
I agree with you.
So I don't like to use words like don't, right? So what I want to do is tell people. Because what I hear you saying is, lower your expectations. But what I think I would want to rephrase is like, you got these goals. The goal is kind of the goal to go in and decide if this is marriage material on the first date is probably not the goal to set for the first date. So set clear goals as to what's reasonable or what's even, doable, manageable, what's for a first date. So let's just discuss that. What are some of the things that you want to be looking for, or what you would think is reasonable to try to get out of a first date?
Yeah.
Their hobbies. Sorry, go ahead.
Jump in. You guys just jump in here.
Go ahead.
Just their hobbies, what they enjoy doing. To see maybe you guys enjoy the same thing. You can ask questions about, if they have kids and that sort of thing, but don't talk about them. Definitely don't. I know I'm saying don't again. But these are things that, and the reason I say that is because these are the things that in my practice that people tell me and go, I went on this date with this guy, and all night all he did was talk about his kids. And it's like, well, you shouldn't. Is that better?
No. Tell them what to do. Tell them what to do.
Okay.
So tell them what to do. Because if we're, you know what I mean? It's like, I
so,
don't do that. But tell me what to do.
Just keep the conversation light and talk about hobbies and interests and things that maybe interesting things about you.
Yeah.
Things that you've done that makes you interesting. Because people want to picture in their mind that they're going to have fun and adventure with you.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely the one of the top things. It's funny because I did a talk last week, and we do mini dates when I do these talks for this one meetup group.
Okay.
To practice what we're talking about. And so the number one thing is also how I have people frame their online dating profile. It's like, don't talk about, like you love your friends and family and traveling and movies and the weekend.
It's like, don't.